Menopausal and perimenopausal women, listen up. It's time to take control of your health and comfort, and Winona is here to help. Winona is a telemedicine company for menopause care who believes that your symptoms are real, important, and deserve to be taken seriously. And for many women, this starts with hormone replacement therapy. Winona's HRT is made with plant-based, bioidentical hormones rather than synthetic ones, so it better aligns with your body to offer relief from hot flashes, weight gain, and other uncomfortable symptoms. 80% of women who use Winona find relief within just 90 days. So, what are you waiting for? Get started today. Visit buywinona.com today to start your free visit. With free shipping and the ability to pause or cancel at any time, your path to wellness has zero obligations. Use code SPRING24 at buywinona.com for 25% off your first treatment plan. That's BYWINONA.com for 25% off. Winona. Menopause care made easy. Summer is the season of hot temperatures, outdoor adventures, and refreshing water activities. Summer is also the season of rough on your feet, causing dry, cracked heels and toes. Introducing Babyfoot, the original exfoliation foot peel that contains 16 natural extracts formulated to remove dead skin cells in 3 easy steps. Apply the booties, relax for an hour, then wash your feet. In 14 days, you've got baby smooth skin and your feet have never been softer. Letting dead skin cells build up over time is hazardous to your foot health. Our professional-grade DIY products, like our original exfoliation foot peel, our men's foot peel, or our moisturizing mask, are some of the best foot care products on the market, created with your foot health in mind. Pamper yourself with a spa day from the comfort and convenience of your own home with Babyfoot. If you want a chemical-free, easy-to-use exfoliating process from the company that created the original foot peel, it's time to treat yourself to Babyfoot. Go to babyfoot.com and use the code SUMMERFEET24 and get 20% off your first order with Babyfoot. That's babyfoot.com and use the code SUMMERFEET24.
Hello, and welcome to Too Stupid to Live, a podcast that reviews romance novels $5 and under. I'm your host, Becky Feldman, and consider me happier than I deserve because this episode is respectably risque. For today's episode, we are reading a genre that I am new to, which is Pride and Prejudice Variations. So as you can figure out, Pride and Prejudice Variations are novels featuring the greatest literary lovebirds of all time, Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy. These books are kind of like a step above fan fiction, sort of akin to the Sex and the City movies, but in my opinion, maybe better? So, the variation we are reading today is Mr. Darcy's Secret Desires. And let's just say his secret desires don't mean listening to some sweet tunes on the pianoforte. So, my guest today told me to introduce her as a really nice person. She's the one who introduced me to the wonderful world of Pride and Prejudice Variations, Carla Cackowski. We met doing improv, and she is a Pride and Prejudice superfan, so I couldn't have asked for a better guest. So, please enjoy this review of Mr. Darcy's Secret Desires. Well, Carla, welcome to Pemberley, and welcome to Too Stupid to Live.
Yay! Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited because we read a book that's a series of books that I haven't read before. It is a Pride and Prejudice variation,
Yep.
which, if I'm not mistaken, is something that you've read before.
Yes. So I've read a lot of, I almost want to call them fan fiction.
Yeah.
Because it's always, it seems like whenever I read about the authors, it's like, I've never written anything before. And I just fell in love with these characters from Pride and Prejudice. And I had all these ideas for what I could do with them,
Yeah.
But I would say, gosh, the first time I remember reading one was maybe, 10 or 12 years ago, Days and Nights at Pemberley.
Oh my God. Was it sexy?
It was super sexy. Not as sexy as this one. This by far was the most scandalous.
Oh my God. It was, I could talk about it for hours. Yeah. It was astounding. How did you first hear about Pride and Prejudice variations?
So, at the bookstore, I was in the Jane Austen section, and bookstores still do this too, where they put the fan fiction next to her, actually next to the real books.
Uh-huh.
So I went to go pull a Jane Austen book, like Emma or something, and I saw all of these like fake Pride and Prejudice that Jane Austen did not write, that all, you know, and then I just picked up one that had a sexy cover and I was like, well, this is interesting. And then it just sent me down this rabbit hole. I've probably read, probably close to 10.
Oh my God.
Over the years.
Yeah. What is it about? Because I'm imagining you read them because you like Pride and Prejudice.
I love it, yeah.
What is it about that book, the Jane Austen original, that kind of tugs at your heartstrings?
I think it's just like the classic, I mean, it is the precursor to all romantic comedies, right?
Yeah.
Which is she misunderstands him. He falls in love with her even though he doesn't like her. Like the meet cute is, you know, so clearly laid out in that book. And so there's just like this passion that they have that's like built out of anger about each other.
Yeah.
And then, you know, ultimately pays off in the end. There's just, I think it's just easy to fall in love with that idea of like your true love could be the person you least expect it to be, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I think for me, I love the idea of people hating each other until they love each other. It's such a fun arc.
It is. It really is. And, I mean, it's been replicated in dozens of movies, right?
Oh, yeah.
Since then. So, yeah. And I think Lizzie, too, just as a character, Elizabeth Bennet, is so great because she's not, you know, like the pretty one necessarily, but she's very smart. And she's, you know, she doesn't want to conform to, you know, whatever the lady roles of the day.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to get married, probably.
Yeah. No, she really is like a feminist icon in a way where she doesn't want to get married, but when she does, it's for herself.
Right.
Yeah.
Like she truly loves him, and she's not marrying him because he has money and he's going to be able to take care of her family.
Yeah. Even though it's nice.
Yeah, exactly. Even though it's a nice perk.
Yeah. It's just a perk. It's not a reason, which is, you know, although I would love to marry for money. Now that I think about it, it'd be so convenient.
The older that I get, the more I'm like, that makes so much sense when people do that. I really understand.
Yeah.
But then there's the Colin Firth and Jennifer Ely miniseries. Have you seen it?
Oh my God, yeah. And seeing it, like I knew Colin Firth after the series came out because I was, you know, a little bit younger, and I watched the series recently, and it's just like, holy fuck, I get it. I get it with Colin Firth. Yeah. He was just like, I just missed him every time he wasn't on screen.
I agree. Yeah, he just like, what a perfect casting for that.
And she was good. I shouldn't be like, this is a sex thing for me and Colin Firth. Like, she was also like very. I mean, everyone in the miniseries they were all so good.
I agree. I love that, and I saw that when I was a teenager. So I think I actually saw that before I read the book.
Yeah,
and so I already had those two actors in my mind.
Oh yeah.
When I did ultimately read it, and then a lot of the fan fiction I think is based on the idea that Colin Firth is Mr. Darcy.
Oh, for sure. Because like, yeah, I mean, when it gets so naughty in this book, like the notorious bathtub scene, I'm going to say in this book, I'm like, oh my God, I'm just like picturing Colin Firth just like in a bathtub, like jerking off. Yes. Just like I felt so dirty.
Yeah. And just the way they describe him as being so tall and, you know, like clearly it's a Colin Firth inspired thing.
Oh my God. Yeah. I didn't see the one with Keira Knightley, the recent one.
I did, and I really liked it. Yeah, I liked it a lot. It's a very different vibe. It feels I don't know. I liked it. He's not as sexy as Colin Firth, but he's definitely charming. He's more innocent, I think. And he seems less grumpy than Colin Firth does.
Yeah.
Whatever the guy's name is, Matthew McFadden, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I have read fan fiction based on that movie too.
And how does it stack up against?
It's fine. I'm not as into it.
Yeah. Because that one, it seems like very not as like they aren't as opulent, I suppose, as the, you know, Colin Firth one, and I suppose the book maybe what we would imagine.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
Yeah.
I love that word, opulent.
Yeah,
Good job.
I just learned what it meant.
Yeah.
Okay, real quick, how did you feel about Pride and Prejudice and zombies?
Yeah, I didn't love it. Mm-hmm. Did you read it?
I read part of it, but I didn't finish it for some reason.
Yeah.
But I think I have it, and I just never finished it.
I liked the idea of it, and I was like, oh, that's really clever. Obviously, it's clever. It made millions of dollars. But then when I actually sat down to read it, I kind of felt the same way, where I was just like, oh, I get it. You know, by page 50, you're like, I get it. You put zombies in front of all the words.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
But again, like, I guess maybe I didn't even see the movie, but maybe
I did. I saw the movie.
How was it?
It was fun.
Oh, good.
It was silly.
Yeah, it seems like it's made to be a movie, maybe.
I think you're right. Yeah. And Mr. Darcy was very handsome in that one. I forget his name.
Yeah. That's okay. The names don't matter as long as he's just like a grumpy, handsome man.
Totally. Yeah.
There is something so crazy. Like, I think I'm stating the obvious, but the idea of like making a grumpy man fall in love with you and not having to like change yourself is just like the ultimate fantasy for women, I think.
I agree. Yeah, absolutely. I think that you're really hitting it on the head with the idea of like, she didn't have to change.
Yeah.
And she doesn't.
Yeah.
And she makes it very clear that she's not going to. I think that's really great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
so that's my history with Pride and Prejudice.
I love it.
I watch the miniseries like once a year.
Oh my God. That's so great.
Yeah.
That's so great. I love that you're here to discuss this book. So yeah, I guess we could get into it. I'll read a quick synopsis. The book we are reading is Mr. Darcy's Secret Desires. It is by, it says it's by Caitlin Marie Kerrigan and a lady. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I don't know what
and
that
a
means.
lady?
Yeah, unless it's like she co-wrote it with someone who doesn't want to say their name or something. I didn't know what it meant.
Maybe she's trying to be funny and referring to Jane Austen.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that's what it is.
And a lady whose name you know, but I won't say.
Wink. It's like she can't say her name, but you know what I mean, ladies.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's $3.99 on Amazon, and okay. Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy have put aside their pride and prejudice and married for love. But when they're too scared to admit their horny desires to one another, their happily ever after might just be a little too vanilla.
So I want to know, because you picked this one, what about that description popped out to you?
I mean, it was like... Because, it was just, like, the most not bonkers, but there's something interesting, like, outside of it being so naughty is, what is their happily ever after like? I've always thought that, like, once they get together, what's home life like for them? Like, it's very, like, that interests me, and I think that's, like, what I liked about this book, aside from, the spanking situations. But I think, like... Yes, I thought, like, okay, this is fan fiction. I think a lot of fan fiction gets super horny. And so I think I just, like, wanted to read about these two characters that are, refined and proper and, like, I don't know. I don't want to say innocent, but maybe a little innocent. Yeah. I just wanted to see them get down.
Right. And that's the thing, right? Is, like, because Pride and Prejudice, it actually... abruptly ends, right?
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden they're together and they're getting married, and then it's over, and you're like, but wait, what happens? Like, how does it all work? They've never really even kissed,
No, yeah.
So there was one fan fiction book I read that took place on the week leading up to the wedding, and like how they kept finding each other in a barn. And like would start kissing and would just get close enough, and then Darcy would be like, I can't ruin you, Elizabeth, before our wedding night. So I think it's something a lot of people fantasize about.
Oh yeah, because like we're thinking that the whole time. Of, like, what would it be like to see these two get down? And it's like, compared to like our modern day lives and movies and books that we read in modern day, like seeing these two not have sex is like interesting, and then like at the opposite end you're like, well, what if these two were in modern day, when you do like hook up before marriage, and then you do like explore your sexuality after marriage? It's just very interesting.
Right. Yeah. In the Keira Knightley Pride and Prejudice, they added an ending for the American audience where they kiss.
Nice.
That they did not have in the one that they released in Europe.
Oh my God. What does that say about us?
Exactly. It's like we were like, all the scores were much better in America after they added the kiss.
Oh my God, that is so funny. What was your opinion on the kiss? Did you?
I
like
loved it.
Good.
Yeah, I like it when people kiss. Sure, why not?
Do. Of course, this is like what we're all waiting for.
Yeah.
Is that first kiss? I've been watching Outlander and like,
Hilarious.
do you watch that show?
I've seen a couple episodes.
And
yeah.
so, yeah, like all we're doing is like waiting for the first kiss. And then when they're separated again and they're reunited, like we're all waiting, like just kiss her. You know what I mean? Like, what is this kiss? Like we're all like,
just do it. Yeah.
So excited.
It's funny because with Outlander, I was like, I didn't want to invest too much in it because I knew I could really fall in love with it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I just started season 3 and I like literally the past 3 days I've been watching nothing but season 3 because I'm just like sitting at the edge of my seat being like, when are they going to be reunited again?
Yeah.
Like this is so heartbreaking. Like they're like, I really went on an emotional roller coaster over a TV show.
Have you read 50 or watched 50 Shades of Grey?
I've watched 50 Shades of Grey. I read the first one. I'm not the biggest fan of it because I hate Christian Grey. He just seems so like a bit of a psychopath.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
Yeah. I actually never read it. I did see parts of the most recent movie when it was on HBO the other day.
Is that, wait, the third one?
I think so.
Okay.
They're married.
Yeah, that's the third one.
And I was like, oh, I don't know. I didn't like the characters.
Yeah, I have a feeling they did a bad job like adapting the story. I think there was like issues with the transition from book to movie because like even in this book, like if this story was if Mr. Darcy's Secret Desires were a movie, like I even think like it would be doing a disservice to like Elizabeth's character in Pride and Prejudice and in this book, you know, because it's just like, well, what do we do? I don't know. I think there's just like, with the exception of Outlander, there's like issues of wanting to, you know, like how are we going to portray a female protagonist that's as like dynamic as in these books? Because I don't know, maybe people don't take it seriously or, you know, think it's all about sex. I don't know.
That's interesting. I think I'm not into S&M, but I am curious about it.
Yeah, we all are.
Yeah, and my favorite movie that covers it is Secretary. Have you seen Secretary?
I love Secretary.
Yeah.
I think it's a good love story.
I agree. And the thing that I loved about that movie was like, it was the first time I had seen S&M portrayed in such a way that I got it, you know, where it's like, oh, I can see why people would be into this. Mm-hmm. Because usually it feels like it's portrayed in kind of a gross way where it feels like totally emotionless. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. It just feels like, I don't know, I get this feeling that like when I see it portrayed in TV shows and movies where it's like this person, like I'm so dead inside and I need to feel pain and it's the only way I need to feel alive. Whereas in that and in this, it is about love. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, and it's like a way that they express their love. Yeah. That's unique to them. Yeah. To their relationship. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
It is interesting. Look at all these deep conversations we're having over
this ridiculous book.
This ridiculous book. Did you come up with a tagline?
I did. Okay. I mean, it's pretty obvious, which is Mr. Darcy has been a naughty boy.
Oh, that is so good. Oh, my God.
Said much more sexily, of course, than I can.
Mr. Darcy.
Yeah, exactly.
Mr. Darcy.
That was the maid, obviously.
Oh my God, yeah. And
Mr. Darcy has been a naughty boy.
Elizabeth, you're fine. Yeah. You're not naughty at all.
Not at all.
I don't like my tagline as much, but mine is I don't like it. Okay.
It's I don't like it?
Yeah, I hate it. Mr. Darcy's Secret Desires. It's worse. It's worse than anything I've ever read. Okay. Okay. Mr. Darcy's Secret Desires. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a married woman in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a spanking.
Wow. I love that.
Thank you. I think it's more of a first line than, well, it is a first line in the book.
It literally is.
It literally is the first line.
I would totally pick up this book if I read that.
Really? Oh, yeah.
I'd be like, okay, I'm in.
I wonder, because I imagine there's more than 10 Pride and Prejudice variations, if there's one book that has like a variation on that first line. Maybe?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
There must.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think there's hundreds of Pride and Prejudice variations.
Oh my God. How often do you read them?
I guess I haven't read one in a while. This was the first one in a few years, but I have several actually on this Kindle. This is my old Kindle, and Jane Austen pops up as soon as I open it. That's so funny.
Awesome.
But I read a couple years ago, what was it called? No, that's not it. Shoot. It was then made into a movie with Matthew Rhys playing Mr. Darcy, which was dreamy. Yeah, because he's wonderful. But anyways, it was a mystery. It was a thriller.
Oh, okay, wasn't Murder at Pemberley?
Yes,
it was that.
like that.
Oh, okay, yeah. I remember when that came out.
So I read that a couple years ago, and that was probably the last one that I read.
Okay,
there wasn't much sex in it.
I like how you said there wasn't much sex in it.
I don't think there was any in the book. Okay, that's in the movie, they had this weird, like candlelit kind of grind fest.
Okay. So like grind fest, you mean
like rubbing each other.
That's okay, like a dry humping.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
That's nice.
We're surrounded by candles, of course.
Of course. You have to set the mood. It's so funny, like when I see like old timey sex scenes with all like there's like someone who'll be like, well, I need to light 100 candles before it begins, and I just want to see that scene. Like someone just like for like 25 minutes
getting the room ready. Candles. Yes. Yeah. I think that's so strange. I don't mean to sound judgmental, but even like on wedding nights when like they'll put rose petals on the, like I feel like I see that in movies all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know anybody who ever did that.
No. And then it's like after you have to like clean it up and it's like, okay. And then you're just like picking them up one by one. And they're like all over the place too because you had sex on top of them. And it's like for like years after that, you're going to be like vacuuming under your bed. And it's like, oh, look, a rose petal.
Oh my God. It's so funny.
Okay.
I think you just wrote a sketch.
I think I did.
Yeah.
God, I gotta get on a sketch team again.
You guys, I got a great one.
Yeah, guys, Maud used to be Maud. We're getting back together. I have one sketch. And it's gonna be a mess. Okay. Well, I just want to say the cover of the book wasn't exciting to me because I just wanted to see Colin Firth shirtless.
Right. Yeah, what was it, flowers or something?
Yeah, it's just these like white roses.
Right.
Which pretty. It's a pretty cover, but I think I don't know, you could have chosen something better. Like even like there's a scene where like Elizabeth first discovers what like S&M is because she spots like two people in the woods having a naughty old time. And she's there because her scarf flies off her neck. Yeah. She's chasing it, and then hears a woman scream, but it's like a scream of pleasure, and like even just like a scarf or something to like show what the story's about, you know.
I mean, it should be Elizabeth's face with the scarf tied over her eyes, right? Like that would be clear.
Oh my God, yes, yeah, or a ribbon or something.
Yeah, because this looks like just a sweet romance novel.
It does.
It doesn't give any indication of how naughty it gets.
Yeah.
The one thing that is consistent, I think, in these variations is that Elizabeth, and I think in all of them that I've read, she's always very naive.
Yes.
Which kind of bugs me because in the original novel, she's young and she's inexperienced, but she's not stupid. You know?
Yeah.
And so in all of them, it's always Mr. Darcy teaching her how to do it.
Yeah, I felt that was like especially striking to me in this book was that she totally becomes a different character. Mm-hmm. And when she has a scene with her sister Jane, I appreciated Jane being like, whoa, you've changed. Like, who are you? You don't, like, you're scared. You have a lot of fear. And Elizabeth's like, yeah, you're right. Like, she doesn't fully admit to the, you know, sex lives that they're both having. But, like, being being the lady of Pemberley, she doesn't know what she's doing. She doesn't fit in, which I thought was interesting. But, yeah, like you said, different character.
Yeah. But, you know, I don't know. There is something to the fantasy of like the innocent being corrupted,
Oh,
you know, that I
yeah.
think turns people on.
Oh, yeah. Because it is hot that, like, because I do like erotica, and reading it, and like, reading, like with tongue in cheek reading these stories. But yeah, I feel like with this more than other books, it's just hot to see Mr. Darcy be the Christian Grey or be
Right.
the knowledgeable man, more so than I think other male characters that I've read.
Yeah, I agree. Also, he's supposed to be, I mean, I think he's 10 years older than she is. So it makes sense that he has all of this experience
Yeah.
that she wouldn't, you know?
Yeah. And that is for sure a fantasy for, so many readers.
So many.
So many readers. Speaking of reading,
Yeah.
do you want to read
Yeah.
Sexy Passage?
I do. This isn't the sexiest, but it is funny.
Great.
To
great,
me.
great, great.
To me, at least. Okay. So basically, Darcy's just read Elizabeth's diary, which is crazy.
Wow. Yeah, I have plenty to say about that.
But he's come to understand that she's really curious about the spanking that she saw and wants to try it with him, even though she's never told him this. So he's found her in the library and he's teaching her. Whatever. He's being the dominant one, right? Is that what you would say?
He is being a dom.
Elizabeth opened her eyes and found his dark blue stare inches from her, smoldering almost as hot as the fire behind him. "What do you mean?" she whispered. "I mean, I'm going to spank your sweet backside now and tomorrow and whenever you need it." When he said need, he teased her nipples through her shirt, making her jump, making her wet. And then from his pocket, he pulled a long blue line of, it was the shawl, the piece of silk that had started it all. Or maybe this had started a long time ago. Maybe Elizabeth had always wanted it, but not known what exactly she was seeking. She had a feeling she was about to find out. "Do you want that, Lizzie? Do you want me to touch you like that? Do you want me to punish you when you've been bad?" He kissed her once, deep and perfect, before his hands began to tease her thighs apart. "Do you want me to tie you up, spank you, make you beg? Do you want me to find 1,000 ways to make your sweet quim clench and quiver around my cock?"
Oh my God.
Elizabeth could not breathe, could not believe what he was saying. "Tell me now if you don't, Elizabeth, and I'll never bother you again about it. We'll go back to the way things were. We'll have a happy, lovely life together." He stared at her, waiting for an answer. She realized he was holding his breath. The strange raw discovery. She wanted him to take control of her body. She wanted him to push her limits, and yet, by giving herself to him, she had such power over his happiness too, didn't she? "Well, my love, if your feelings are still what they were when you were in the woods, when you wrote in your book, tell me so at once. My affections and wishes are unchanged, but one word from you will silence me on the subject forever." Elizabeth stared at him. She pressed her lips closed and waited for him to breathe again. Then he did. And then he smiled, a new, wicked, private smile that she fell in love with immediately. "Then it's time for your punishment, Mrs. Darcy." End of chapter.
End of chapter. And then the next chapter, boy, do we get into it.
Yeah. Lots of spanking.
So much spanking. I know you mentioned that it wasn't the sexiest, but I actually found that part very sexy.
Yeah.
Because it is like the tension, the buildup. And it was also like, because I think like Mr. Darcy was like thinking like, oh God, here goes nothing.
Right.
If she doesn't like this, I'm fucked, but I'm gonna do it. And it was a very, like that part was
vulnerable,
like,
yeah,
it was like, so it was like climactic, not sexually, but kind of, but a little. I mean, it gets climactic later, but
I've said so many things that I've paused because it sounded like I was like a double entendre or something. And I was like, no, I just mean it like this. Yeah, I think that you are exactly right with the idea of like, it's the tension. I mean, that's what we love about these characters, this relationship. That's what all of Pride and Prejudice is. The original novel is just tension.
Yeah.
It's just the build up, right?
Yeah.
So that's why these are fun, because then we get our climax in other ways. Not meaning it like that. Everybody understands.
Yes, we all know. Okay, I think, let me
Can I say one more thing?
Oh my God,
really
absolutely.
Fast about this passage? She never says she's into it. Like, he asks her, and then she doesn't reply, and then he just moves forward with it.
Yeah.
Which I think is interesting.
It is interesting. I kind of got the feeling that he knows and she doesn't even need to say.
Yeah.
Which pops up in most romance novels too. Even though like recently, like with the idea of like consent being, you know, more like in the conversation, like lately with recent books I've read, they're like, "Can I touch you here?" And she's like, "Yes." But, you know, in books previous, it's exactly like that. She doesn't say anything, but he just
knows.
Yeah.
And
then, yeah.
That's tough, right? Because it's all of the conversations and the way things are changing are so important. But there is something about this specifically that's so romantic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But they're married too. I don't know. There's all the things.
Yeah. And then I just try to remember, like, this is a work of fiction.
Yeah.
Real life is so different.
Totally,
and we have, like, different rules in real life than this. But because it is a fantasy of just, like, a guy knowing how to please us without us saying, like, like who wouldn't want that?
Yeah, absolutely. And I love that the author put in some of the original text in this with the "my affections and wishes are unchanged." That whole bit is from the novel.
Is it? Oh my God, I remember.
When he proposes to her again at the end.
Oh my God. I mean, good on her. Good on the lady and Caitlin Marie Kerrigan.
Good job, Caitlin.
Yeah. It's nice because she really, like, got it. Like, here's a woman who, on par with you, what a fan of Pride and Prejudice, just loving it so much.
I was thinking, like, I bet I could write something.
You should.
I should.
God.
I know these characters so well.
Why not?
Why not? Totally.
Yeah. If you did, hands down, come back on the show.
Okay.
And we would review it and just read the whole thing. Because I'm sure it'd be super hot.
Thanks.
And funny. Okay, what section do I want to read? Oh, okay. Well, I guess maybe I will okay, so I'll read the jerk off scene. So Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy are having in a bit of a rough spot. They're both not expressing what they want sexually. They're both feeling very unfulfilled and both ashamed to say, like, hey, I want to be spanked, or I want to spank you.
Right.
And
because he's a gentleman.
But has, you know, zero desires, as we all know. So Elizabeth is like, I forget what she's like coming back from, but she's returned to the house. She's going upstairs and to see her husband. They're doing assuming he's doing his evening ablutions. And so they're in their room and she's about to step towards the bathroom. Okay. She almost called his name, but then corrected her timid instincts. She would not tiptoe around her own house, her own bedchambers, her own husband. Oh, that section I liked, and stopping for a second, because her sister Jane was like, take ownership, like, of your life. Like, you are the lady of Pemberley, and you are a wife, and, you know, so I liked that.
Make yourself happy.
Exactly, yeah. So then, okay, perhaps she would surprise him. Their conversation from the afternoon came back to her. She could help him bathe, and she would just ask him if Mr. Mills had said anything. Elizabeth slipped her shoes off and pattered across the thick carpeting, pausing at the dressing room door. She looked in, feeling a bit like a child trying to catch a peek of St. Nicholas. But gifts she wanted were only ones her husband could. Oh, sweet Lord. Elizabeth rose, her hand touching the door. She did not dare move. She did not dare breathe, because her husband was naked in the bathtub, touching himself. His broad back was to her. His curled wet hair his curled hair was wet and longer than usual. Even though the tub was more than half full, Darcy was so tall that his bent knees came out of the water. Elizabeth swallowed so hard, taking in the scene. The back of his neck was wet. His thighs were massive, more muscular than she realized. And his right hand was clasping his manhood, which was huge, throbbing. I mean,
she just watches.
She just watches, and she likes it.
Yeah.
Which,
look, we all have our own druthers, but
Right.
it's like, is that like, if there like there's sex like for me like there's sexier things than just like a man furiously jerking off alone.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that was a sexy part for me
No.
reading it. It was kind of silly.
It was silly, but I felt like I had to read it because holy fuck, Mr. Darcy doing this.
Yes.
And then like also because I didn't get to, but she's also like intrigued by it,
yeah.
which is like, what an interesting.
Yeah. What an interesting choice.
What an interesting choice.
The description's great there, though, like in terms of painting a picture. But
I mean, yeah.
Also, it's clearly Colin Firth because, like the curly hair and the neat, like he has a scene in the miniseries where he's taking a bath and he's like almost too big for the bathtub or whatever.
Yeah. And it's interesting because like you had read something about, you know, your passage was about him reading her journal. This passage is about her like walking in on him like jerking off, and it's something about like the invasion of each of their privacy that like helps like rekindle their love, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, certainly. Like they've only been married a few months, I think, right? And so they're trying to figure out what boundaries are in their relationship now that they're sharing space. Yeah, that's really interesting.
Even though it's terrible, like, I mean, I guess it's not as bad when you walk in on someone jerking off. Well, actually, I don't know. What's worse, reading someone's journal or walking in on someone?
Ooh.
I mean, they're both terrible things
Right?
to do.
I think probably the reading the journal because there's a point when you can put it down.
Yeah.
But if you walk in on someone,
you're just like, whoops, sorry.
although I guess she stays, so
that is a good point. She does watch, and yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, again, in real life, if you, I don't know, reading someone's journal is bad, I guess is my point.
Yeah.
But it helped in this.
It did.
Yeah.
And he apologizes.
True. Yeah.
And he says, "I'm so sorry. I will never do it again, but I'm really glad that I did it this time because now I know how you feel."
Right. Which is, it was sweet.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about like also
Sorry
go
to
ahead,
interrupt you, but that happens in Bridget Jones's Diary, which I'm just remembering.
It for sure does.
Yeah. And he like goes to buy her the journal at the end. I totally forgot about that until right now.
Oh my God. Yeah.
That's
so it
funny.
is, I guess maybe it goes back to that fantasy of a guy knowing what you want.
Yeah.
But by reading your journal.
By accidentally stumbling upon your open journal.
Yeah. Okay, that's on her. The journal was open. One thing I want to talk about is what are your thoughts? Because like there's this backstory with Mr. Darcy who discovers that he wants to be a dom when he was younger and he went to this brothel.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on that? Like,
yeah. Again, this is like a trope in these books where I think in most of them, he's had some sort of sexual experience and he's always like super horny. So it didn't really strike me as anything unusual compared to what I've read before. There was even one that I read where he like had he paid for a mistress that he met at a brothel.
Ooh.
And so he had like this woman for years that he would just go have sex with. And she taught him everything.
Yeah.
And then he teaches Elizabeth everything. So I don't know. What did you think?
I thought it was, here's the thing, like in other books, that is certainly a backstory with, especially in like historical fiction where the guy learns everything from going to a brothel when he was younger, or a woman, like in this, it even says like Mr. Darcy like learned stuff from a widow as well. Like, so it is interesting, but again, because it's like Mr. Darcy, I'm just like, whoa.
Yeah. I don't know that it's probably runs true to how he would have been if he were a real person at that time.
Interesting.
Like,
yeah.
I think that's probably how a lot of men had their first experience, right?
I guess.
Especially if they didn't get married right away. And if they had a lot of money and they could kind of choose who they wanted to marry, all those things, right?
Yeah. I guess I just assumed everyone was a virgin.
But I do think in Pride and Prejudice, he's probably a virgin.
I think so too.
Yeah. Like it doesn't necessarily, even though it rings true for real life, I don't know that Mr. Darcy has ever had sex. sex.
No.
Because he can't like, yeah, he's like not able to even talk to her.
Yeah, yeah. And also for like someone who has prejudice.
Yeah.
It seems like if he or pride or whatever, like he holds everyone to such a high standard, and to think that like a guy who does expect so much out of people that he would be, I don't want to say going to a brothel is depraved, but for that time period it is,
right,
that this type of character would do something like that.
Yeah.
But it does make him more nuanced because he, you know, we all are hypocrites of our own ideals, I suppose.
Right. Yeah, no, it's a conflict of character for sure.
It made him more dynamic, if anything.
I mean, there's no story in this if he doesn't know what he's doing.
No, I mean, they need an arc. They need to be an arc. What were your thoughts on, like, outside of the sex of the arc of being new, like they're being newlyweds, and discover, you know, and just like the challenges of that, you know?
I think I could have used more of like how Elizabeth is running the house. I always think that that's really fun to like when I have read these and they'll go into like how her dynamic with the maids and, you know, how she's always very kind but firm, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's interesting. And I love actually that he goes away to like help take care of people on his land. I think that's probably true. Like that's what he would have to do, right?
Yeah.
As the master of this land or whatever it's called. That's not what it's called.
The master is the master of
master of this universe.
The master of his domain, bringing it. Okay.
So I like that they touched on some of that. I felt like I could have seen even more of that. That could have been more of a conflict, I think, than her, like, you know, them trying. Oh, I think I figured out the plot to my book.
Okay.
That they have these roles after, you know, like it's no longer like the honeymoon, right? So now they have to do their jobs, and that's why they're not connecting as opposed to not talking to each other. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my God, 100%. Yeah.
That could be really interesting. Don't steal that idea, you guys.
Caitlin Retarian, do you hear this? Yeah, because I think there was a moment where he was like, she was like, where were you? And he was like, I was off taking care of this family. And she was like, well, why didn't you tell me? I could have helped you.
Yeah.
And that felt like such a real moment.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree. Because she wants to be good at it. She wants to like make him proud. She wants to be the kind of woman that all of the people think she should be, you know, because it's a huge job because he's like he's got the most money of everybody.
Yeah.
So she can't embarrass him.
No. Which again was so interesting, seeing her not be as as confident as she usually is. Which like, yeah, it's so different from the character that we know, but it was like very interesting to see this woman be weak and not know what to do. Right. Yeah.
And confused. Yeah. I liked it. I like that. Good job, author Caitlin.
She does a
and
good,
lady.
Good job, lady and Caitlin. Oh, what was I going to say? So what did you think of like the tone of the book? Like, I felt at times it was did you feel at times that it kind of missed the tone of the original Pride and Prejudice because it got a little goofy, or?
A little bit, yeah. I like reading about when Darcy and Elizabeth have sex in these books. I think it's super fun. This one went a little far for me. Again, and I don't, everybody's into their own thing. So it's not coming from a place of judgment. It just is like, I don't want Darcy speaking to Elizabeth that way.
Right.
Like, I don't like that when he's like, you know, bossing her around. I thought that got that felt so out of character to me.
Yeah.
Knowing the characters so well.
Do you think that it would have been better if it was Elizabeth bossing Mr. Darcy
I think
around?
it actually makes more sense for what we know of the characters, right?
Yeah. Especially because, like, yes, Elizabeth is, you know, is always going to be opinionated. She's always going to be, like, strong-willed and empowered. But she's still a woman during the Regency era, and there is a lot of, she's not as, like, powerful as she could be, and so to see her just, like, whip whipped Darcy.
Yes,
would be
yeah.
with like a horse thing that you use on the horses or something would be so great because you'd seen Darcy like turned on by being weak.
Right. I agree. Yeah. And knowing their relationship, like, I just think it's so clear that she would be the dominant
Absolutely.
in that world, you
Yeah.
know? So that's kind of off the mark for me.
Yeah.
And maybe a little uncomfortable sometimes. It gets super hot too. I mean, it's super fun in terms of
yeah.
like how, you know, the sex plays out. But yeah, it did bump me a few times where I was like, oh, don't say that to her. Like, don't talk to Elizabeth that way.
Yeah. I did feel that way too. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
But there was one part earlier. There's a scene earlier where they're in the kitchen or something, and it starts to get like hot and heavy before Elizabeth's like, whoa, what are you doing? I liked it, but I don't know. Like, Darcy, Mr. Darcy. But there was something that she thought as he was doing it where, oh, what he's doing and being like dominant means that he desires me, and I feel empowered by the fact that I'm the woman he desires.
Right. Yeah.
Which I was like, okay, that kind of makes up for him, like really demeaning her.
Yeah. Yeah.
In that scene. But it's easy to forget with the dialogue.
Yeah. And he's not like straight up cruel or anything.
No.
And he definitely is like, do you like this? Is this okay? You know, so he's doing all the things that make it okay for us.
Yes. Yeah.
But like when he pushes her to her knees.
Oh my God. Yeah.
That just wasn't sexy to me. I felt really uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was weird.
I felt kind of like a prude, honestly, like very prudish. Like, this is too scandalous for me. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, I mean, I've read so much of this, but I felt prude in the way because of the characters, because we know them. And when he was like, I love your like beautiful lips, and I can't wait to stick my prick in it.
Yes.
I was like, what?
No, don't say prick, Mr. Darcy.
Oh, it's so weird. How did you feel about prick and Quim?
Oh, not great. I also don't like member when they call it a member.
Yeah.
His member.
Mm-hmm.
That's so, I don't know. But what are the terms that are used more commonly?
I mean, during this time period, I have read cock. Like, cock has been around for a long time.
Okay.
Another term, I don't know how I feel about this one, was cunny, or like for cunt.
Oh, right.
Which I guess maybe I would prefer them to say cunt, because cunny feels like it's like a puppet or something.
Yeah, there's like glitter on it or something.
Yeah, like it just seems like it's so goofy. And then like for clit, there's bud,
right,
which is nice. And then there's mound. I could go on and on.
I think they use bud in this, or she uses bud in this one. Yeah. I had never heard quim before.
Me neither.
But I knew exactly what it meant.
Oh my God, of course. Like, we don't need an annotation of what these words mean.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I guess there's really no way to get around it when
No, because
it's in this time period, right? So
yeah, you would think. I looked this up maybe 2 years ago of when did pussy become a thing, or dick or something. Even though dick seems to me a little like whoa.
Yeah.
I feel like pussy could have been around during this time period, because like a lot of these words like have been around a lot longer than maybe we think.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna look it up now.
Oh my God. Yeah. Don't get any work done.
Yeah.
Just like, I hope like you're out, like you're supposed to be doing something and like someone walks in and it's like, what are you doing?
I'm grocery shopping.
Yeah.
Just like on my phone.
Yeah. I mean, so I was reading this on my phone, while waiting in line at the pharmacy or something, because it's just like,
I love the length of it, actually. I was glad that you like picked this one because and I can be in this world for a lot longer because I love these characters, obviously. But for this particular story, like I was like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Because if it had gone on too much longer, I wouldn't have been into it.
Oh my God. Yeah, because I feel like I would have been annoyed, especially for this type of story where it's like, just talk to each other. All you need is one conversation.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And if it were longer, I'd be like, maybe getting annoyed with them or something.
Yeah. Yeah, like the conflict would have felt silly.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts you have?
It's a good length, you guys
Great
listening.
length.
You should get it.
Good length.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, everything that I'm saying sounds like something that I don't mean for it to be. Also a good price.
Oh, great price. $4 for this fun little
Yeah.
novella. So great.
Super fun. Can I recommend the other one real quick?
Yes, absolutely.
There are 3 books, and it's much longer though. It's called, it's by Linda Burdall. And I think this is the second one, Darcy and Elizabeth, Nights and Days at Pemberley, something like that. Days and Nights at Pemberley. Anyways, they're really fun because there is sex in them, but there's a lot of like character stuff too.
Yeah.
And so you do see Elizabeth running the household, and you do learn more about what Darcy does for work.
That's great.
And he has like this whole backstory about how he became proficient in bed. And like this woman comes back and like threatens to ruin things for him and Elizabeth, and it's a soap opera, and it's really fun. It's
that
super
sounds
fun.
Great. Is there other ones that you
like besides those?
Yeah.
Gosh, I think a lot of them are just things that I read on blogs too, like fan fiction kind of sites. There is another one in here. Let me see. Sorry, I should have had this more ready to go.
Oh, it's all good.
But if you go to the Jane Austen section in any bookstore, okay, so this one, the Darcy's the Ruling Passion.
Oh my God.
Betrothed to Mr. Darcy. That's the one that leads up to their wedding.
Ooh.
Where they have like all of these, meetings behind an oak tree.
I bet you that's so hot though.
Yeah, it's really fun, I think.
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Fitzwilliam Darcy. Yeah. I mean, it's all about, all of them are exactly what you said, where we fantasize of like, what happens, what is their life like?
Yeah.
It's fun.
Oh,
it's super
so fun. I mean, this was so fun.
Yay.
Do you have a rating, A through F? Feel free to add a naughty word before.
I would give this one a solid B.
Yeah.
For I don't know. I almost said something that I wouldn't be embarrassed to say.
Oh man. I really want to hear it.
For bitch, get on your knees. I'm so sorry, Elizabeth. I did not mean to talk to you like that.
No, she likes it. It's fine. It's okay.
She does. You're right. She likes it.
She does like it. It's so hard, it kind of made me feel like if I were ever in that situation where someone was like, say something mean to me, I'd be like, no.
Exactly. I don't often feel prudish, and this made me feel like a bit of a prude, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Like it pushed me to a place where I thought, oh, do I like this? Am I into this? Does this excite me?
Yeah.
It made me think about things in ways that I hadn't in a long time.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm so glad this book gave you more than just, a solid good time.
Totally. What did you think?
Because this is the first time reading a Pride and Prejudice variation. Maybe I'm a easier grader, but I gave it an A.
Yeah.
I thought it was very clever. I thought it was hot, and I feel like it kind of I got the feeling that it probably really delivers to Pride and Prejudice fans who also enjoy reading erotica.
Yeah.
It was a good combo of both.
Totally. Yeah, even though I give it a B, it's more about my hang-ups.
Yeah, 100%.
Of like wanting the characters to be a certain way.
I get it.
But I totally enjoyed it, and I would recommend it. It's such a fast read. Why not?
Yeah, it's fun.
It's really fun.
It's a fun beach read or a quick airplane ride read or airplane terminal read.
I think I did laugh out loud too a couple of times. Oh my God. LOL'd for sure.
Oh yeah. I mean every time the one time where they were in the kitchen and he licks her nipples and she's just like, Mr. Darcy, it was so funny to me, and it was just like, God, I wish that was their safe word.
Yes. Mr. Mr. Darcy.
Mr. Darcy. Just like, because all I think about is like the way the actress who plays the mom in the miniseries of how like just like oh my god, Mr. Darcy. Like that's how I like picture everyone.
Yes, and that's how the moms always are in all of those movies.
Oh my god, yeah, they're just like too much.
Yeah.
We love you. We appreciate mom and motherhood. You raised us, but take a step back.
Right.
Like, take a deep breath.
Calm down.
You are too much. Well, Carla, this was delightful.
Thank you so much for having me. This was really fun.
Yay!
For more information on the Pride and Prejudice variations we discussed, you can visit tstlpodcast.com and head to the blog. And I will, of course, update it when Carla finishes her own Pride and Prejudice variation. You can follow Carla on Twitter at Instagram at Carla Cackowski, and you can follow this podcast on Twitter and Instagram at TSTL Podcast. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great rest of your day.